Less than half a decade after the country's most significant climate change law was enacted, the Environmental Protection Agency is moving to revoke a landmark finding on greenhouse gas emissions. EPA Administrator Lee Zeldin is expected to rescind the 2009 endangerment finding, which expanded the government's authority to regulate emissions from vehicles, manufacturing, and the oil and gas sector. In 2007, the Supreme Court ruled in Massachusetts versus the EPA that the agency had the power to regulate greenhouse gases under the Clean Air Act of 1970. However, the justices demanded evidence that these gases harm human health. 2 years later, the EPA provided over 200 pages of scientific data outlining how rising greenhouse gas emissions affect the atmosphere, causing longer droughts, more intense heat waves, and rising sea levels, all of which contribute to increased injury and death. Greenhouse gases are still reaching record levels.
Global concentrations of greenhouse gases are higher than ever before and continue to rise. Greenhouse gases like carbon dioxide and methane trap heat near the Earth's surface, unnaturally warming our planet.
Although the United States has reduced its greenhouse gas emissions over the past few decades, these effects will be felt for generations. Only about half of greenhouse gases are directly absorbed by oceans and plants, while a third remains in the atmosphere for sometimes centuries. Reducing further emissions can help lessen the worsening effects of climate change.
Fortunately, we have the power to change course. By moving toward clean energy sources and away from fossil fuels, we can significantly cut our greenhouse gas emissions.
The EPA's latest action is unlikely to challenge the scientific consensus on climate change directly. Instead, it focuses on the agency's authority to regulate emissions as the Trump administration seeks to push back against perceived government overreach.